Don't forget the cranberry sauce.
Welcome back, my super crew. We're back indoors, so we're staying out of that sweltering garage for just a minute. Let's see what we got today. You may have seen these. So this is the shifter bushing, the brass shifter bushing. So this is going to go underneath of the car, underneath the shift linkage, to clean up some of the slop, the additional movement you want to get taken out of your manual transmission to tighten things up, make it feel a little better driving experience. Then we got the shift stop as well. So this kit, you can get other ones like Perrin or Carboy, or you can get it for 14 bucks on Amazon. The only thing it doesn't include is it doesn't come with the Allen key. So those are going to be a 5 mil on your Allen key. And it doesn't come with the grease for this bushing here. You can just get some pretty much generic grease. I got some high temp because why not? We'll slather that thing up, get it nice and greasy. Let's go put those on. Let's start with the shift stop. See how long it is before I tip over my camera. Alright, let me reach in here. So this actually came with the factory optioned STI short shifter. And it's got no play left to right, which is good. We have just a little bit up and down. Honestly, this thing's pretty good to start out with, but I wanted to try this product out, just see how it goes. So first of all, let's unscrew the shift knob. Then this piece here should just pop out. There we go. Pull the shift boot out. Alright. So in here, we're going to be unattaching these bolts here. So with the shift stop, we want to see if we can eliminate some of the play. So let's see what we got right now. So up in first gear, see we have that little bit of motion right there. We're going to see if we can reduce that. Down second, about the same, so we're moving that much. Third solid. Fourth, same. So basically, it's going to be on this side, so that's going to be where we'll probably see the improvements. Then we're going to be removing these two nuts down here. Those are 10 millimeter. Let's check. Yes. Then with the included washers, we're going to add to this nut here. Now this is only a 7 millimeter. That is super teeny. So I already brought an extension magnet in case we need it. Hopefully we don't, because it's going to be super hard to find down there. So what is it going to look like? So we'll sandwich the shift stop in there once we got these bolts up. So with the new bolts, get it screwed down most of the way, but loose enough so you can still move it around this way. So now we are going to start orienting this side on the shift stop for the 5th, 6th side. So we got it in 5th gear. We're going to push this side all the way up against it. Also keep in mind, it's all greased up in there, so it'll get sticky. Okay, so we got that pushed up all the way against it. We're just going to give it a little tap. We want to create about an 1/8 inch gap there. It might have been too much. We'll try that again. We'll go with that. And on the other side, put it in 1st gear. So we'll move this part back out. Put it in 1st. out of fifth, into first. Then we're going to push this all the way up against it. Then again, give ourselves an eighth of an inch, so we're just going to tap it. About like that. And we'll tighten it down the rest of the way. I'd say row through the gears a few times before you get everything all buttoned down. So that's not much at all. Remember how we started out? We tested third. It's pretty solid. It's about the same now. First to second. Hardly any wiggle. Third, fourth, fifth. So keep in mind, as you're adjusting it, you're also adjusting this side, as these two pieces determine how much extra room you have on this side and this side. So you have to carefully do it. So when you're adjusting this side, keep that in mind. So if you move this plate, you might have to reorient this side. But yeah, feeling pretty good. Let's try that out. Got these 7mm nuts back on, now with the washer to give it some extra space there. Not gonna lie, these are pretty tedious. It took me a few tries to get those on there just because they are so small. Fitting your fingers in between this space here and trying to get it threaded on. Just be patient, you'll get it on there. Don't drop it, especially with your greasy fingers from handling the shift mechanism. Got them on now. This thing seems super tight. I think I'm gonna like that. Get the boot back on and the shift knob. All right, we're underneath the passenger side. So up here by the transmission, we got this plate, and then these two bolts, 12mm. We're gonna take them off and take off this little plate. All right, the plate is off. We'll remove this cotter pin and this washer. Then we can pull this piece off of the linkage assembly. Then we can get that rubber grommet out of there. Okay, lift it off. Just have that grommet piece here. We're just gonna stick a screwdriver in there, try to pop that out. So we just popped that piece out of there. It came out pretty easily. So here's the new brass shifter bushing. More sturdy part compared to the old one.
It's time to grease up your boy.
We got the brass fitting on. Push it on all the way towards the transmission so that you have the pin attaching that coming out all the way so that the cotter pin can go through that. So next we'll get the circular portion of the shift linkage fit back up on over there. All right, we got the shift linkage pushed back over the circular portion of the shifter bushing. Don't forget to include your washer here before you put the cotter pin back in. That's about it. Then you'll just put your cover piece back on. Let's see if I can grab that. So that will go back up in here like that with the two 12mm bolts. We'll put that in there. Alright, let's do some driving impressions now that we have that shift stop in place and the shifter bushing underneath. So as you can see, we got a lot less wiggle down here, down in second gear and in first. So I would highly recommend shifting through the gears several times till you're happy with it. You might get too tight and have trouble getting into first gear. I've actually been driving it for 2 days and I've been adjusting that stop plate several times to get it just right, to have enough stop in it where it's not wiggling around, and we're getting use out of that.
but not too much where I'm not able to get it back into gear. But yeah, much tighter. I mean, I would say for 14 bucks it's worth a try, right? So at the middle gears, I don't think you're really affecting that, like in third and fourth. Those are pretty solid to begin with. But that first and second is really a lot more crisp. Yeah, I'd say go for it if it's just something you want to try out. Why not? 14 bucks. It's way cheaper than a Carboy or a Perrin. The shifter bushing underneath on the shift linkage, I'm not sure how much that's affecting it, since I already did have the from the factory option STI short shifter, but it was included with the kit, so might as well throw it on. I think I like it. So if that's something you want to try out, I have the link in the description. Go ahead, pull the trigger. Why not? Give it a try. All right, conclusion time. So I'd say for 14 bucks, definitely go for it. Ultimately, if you end up not liking it in the end, you can always just take it back out. I think it's totally worth the try. You're going to get as much out of it as you put into it. So you're going to have to adjust that probably more than a couple times. You might want to leave that shift boot a little loose so you can keep getting back in there and getting it where you want it to be. Don't get it too tight where you have a hard time getting in first. Might accidentally money shift third. Don't want to do that. So get a little bit of play on that first to second, but you can definitely get it a lot tighter. Thanks again, guys, for watching my video. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.